Hello everyone, I welcome you to day one on adjusting to remote learning, where in this section I will give you tips and advice on how to adjust to learning online and the impact it has on mental health due to remote learning. It is essential we know how to manage new innovations of learning, such as learning online, and how to cope with the workload when it comes to remote learning. These are tips from one student to another on remote learning. In university, there are a series of assessments we do as students, like assignments, portfolios, exams, and group presentations. This can be daunting to manage, along with keeping in track of other modules and the work we have to do, especially within remote learning. You know, COVID-19, remote learning has become the main source of learning, and it's the setup of the environment for all students within university. So key tip, keep track of things. Make sure you have a planner of due dates and assignments on each course so you can make adjustments to your schedule and you can plan ahead in getting your study resources for your assignments before your deadlines, such as reading and research. Anglia Ruskin Canvas is your best friend. Using the Canvas site of each modules will give you updates on changes to your syllabus courses, or you can access relevant material if you have missed any crucial content, such as recorded lectures or additional tasks. This is incredibly crucial because it will give you an indicator on the amount of workload you have, and you can anticipate how much workload that you may need to cover, so that all your academic responsibilities are kept. So the transition. Getting a sense of each course, module, classes, or assignments, and how the content is delivered and how the material is formatted. This can range from video lectures, group work, graded presentations, and study groups. Within remote learning, you will find a lot of this in each module, these different range of materials of how you are meant to get the information from, for your course. So you can implement that within your assignments. So if you can see here, I've put like a simple planner template, very easy to use. I do recommend this. So find a basic planner system or a template and use it multiple times a day. This will help determine a balance between your courses by planning on how much time to allocate to each module. So for example, some assignments, one counts as 70% of your grade, one counts as 30%. It is essential you know how much time you need to allocate on these assignments. So this will resist any multitasking from different assignments, which takes time away from completing essential tasks. So within remote learning, what you will find as students that there's a heavy workload because you're simultaneously dealing with different modules. So you'll be spending, you would fall into the trap, and I've done this before, of spending time on one module, which might not actually count to most of my grade. So for example, the one that counts as 70%, I will spend more time on that than the one that is 30%. And as students, sometimes, we fall into that trap very easily. So it is important you always get advice and have discussions on your performance at university with your tutors and your classmates. This is because communication is key in excelling in any task by frequently discussing feedback with your tutors in order to ensure your academic success. By having frequent communication with your tutors, you are able to discuss academic expression to improve your academic writing, to help you understand or simplify complex information within your course. So as a result, you are able to prioritize time to perfecting your academic expression, study skills, so you can get the best possible marks within your assignments or in your group work to get the best grades. Communication is an essential tool in putting you at ease with transitioning into university, because in a remote learning environment, there will be different styles of learning. So asking questions and feedback is essential to keep you on track with your delivery within your assignments, and group work presentation and discussing your progress will have a huge impact on the outcome of your grade. Prioritization, connects you to daily actions towards your goals and your desired outcomes. The key is to take action towards your goal each day. You should take action on the task that is urgent to do. So prioritization. I'm going to say that again. Prioritization. Prioritization in university will help students determine your efficiency and effectiveness in your work. And this will, so you need to know the difference of what needs to be done urgently and how much time that needs to be allocated on projects, work and deadlines. Remote learning can be incredibly intensive as there is a number of responsibilities and deadlines you have to cover in a certain space of time. And there is a risk of students that sacrifice their own needs, such as sleep, leisure time, and even mental health to keep up with those deadlines and those responsibilities. So I always advise, take time to plan, to not only planning your tasks for the day, but plan your tasks on the week based on your commitments, your needs, and your tasks. So what you must do, high priority items like researching, reading for immediate deadlines. So when there is an assignment that is due and that counts to most of your grade, like I said, 70%, you need to focus your time on that because this will affect your grade. And then there's things that what you should do. So important tasks that you do in general when it comes to remote learning. So such as making notes on recorded lectures, completing presentation notes for the next lecture. This is what you should do. If you have, I would suggest after, before you have a lecture and before you have a seminar, make notes beforehand. So it will save you time after. So you can start when you're reading and your research nearing to your assignments. And you already have that information consolidated, within when you have the seminar and the notes you've done prior. So this is a very good technique. And then there is the last thing, what is nice to do. So any low priority items, like for example, studying with a group of friends in the library. This is useful as you can access how much you focus your energy and your time, if you have the time to do so, and if you are available for it. And this is things you can do, like meeting up with friends or discussing class content with your group, with your group study group, things like that. So what I'm going to talk about here, this is incredibly key. It is common that anxiety and depression is evident within students, especially within university and living away from home. There has been an incredible surge in student anxiety within university, which can affect concentration, motivation, and performance. And on top of that, your well-being. Because with remote learning, it can be incredibly isolating, especially during examination time. And this can be incredibly alienating because with the remote learning, there is a restrained environment. You're not talking to many people. You're not in a active classroom setting. It is literally between you and a computer and a whole load of work. And the workload can be incredibly intense. So it is crucial you know how to take care of yourself and ensure your well-being so you don't succumb to that isolation and those negative feelings, which can lead to anxiety and depression. So during exam and assignments period, this is the time where university students feel the heightened pressure of this time. Students will often feel overwhelmed and stressed due to long hours, making it difficult to complete daily tasks online. In regards to remote learning, it is important you take care of yourself and manage your stress, like listening to music, deep breathing. Talking to family will help you manage the stress and it will boost your mood. This will help resilience in situations with a lot of workload within remote learning. So plan your day. By being prepared, this will allow you to feel more at peace as you know what to expect. Maintaining a daily routine and planning out tasks will give you ease and security to your workload. You can schedule breaks, hobbies, and when to sleep. So break up the work. Always start early on projects and assignments. Never leave anything last minute, because when you start early, you can do small amounts a day. This is incredibly crucial, as excessive workload by completing tasks last minute can cause fatigue, stress, and anxious by meeting unrealistic deadlines and workloads in a short space of time. So make it easy for yourself. Start early and do a little every day and be consistent. Step away and chill. During exam or assignment periods, this is the time where students feel incredibly overwhelmed. So, as like I say, always take time to take care of yourself. As I mentioned before, deep breathing, talking to families, managing stress, and boosting your mood. And the thing about what I mentioned, a key word is resilience. Resilience is being able to cope in very difficult situations. So if you have that time where you can just step away and just do things that you enjoy, this will help you build resilience in difficult situations, such as completing, very course heavy tasks and very big projects like dissertations. And the last one, which this really holds dear to me. Never be afraid to ask for help. Your voice matters. Because the transition of university can be very daunting, you're away from home, you are adjusting to different kinds of projects. Anxiety and stress and loneliness can build up and can have a severe impact on mental health. Mental health and distress has been the cause for students to drop out, and this can lead to severe situations that can affect the well-being of a student. Use your voice. Speak to student support services and your tutor on advice on challenges that you are facing in university. Your voice and well-being is the paramount of importance. It is important, and your voice must be heard. 94% of higher education institutes are reporting increase in demands for counselling services. This shows the detriment and the severity of how students are impacted with anxiety and depression within university. And 1 in 5 students suffer from mental health issue, and depression and anxiety, which are the most common. So I hope you will take away all these tips and advices that I offer you, and I really hope that you are enriched with the type of content that I have delivered. And stay tuned for what we also have to offer in day 1. Thank you so much for listening. God bless and have a fab day. Bye.